Good day, everyone. Manchester Derby incoming. Here we go. This is going to be a tough game. And with our inconsistent performances of late, it's going to be even tougher. And I basically today just want to speak about our starting 11 that we can potentially have on Sunday against City. But I also want to speak about just exactly how we can exploit City and how I think we can actually go to the Etihad once again and win, as we have been doing previously. Under Ole, we have been completely impeccable at the Etihad, and I think with Ragnick we can do the same. I think basically we can win Manchester City. Everton most recently have showed us that they are not at their best right now, and that there are openings for us to exploit. And most definitely, we will be speaking about that today on the Stretford end. First of all, I want to ask you guys to continue to subscribe to the channel. We want to grow the channel to at least 200 subscribers by the middle of this year. And we want to bring it to all of our Manchester United supporters right across the world that we can find. Continue to like the videos, share it as well to your Manchester United friends and family, and also those who just like football in general. We just want to have a bigger community and have more people's opinions on our famous and the biggest club in the world, Manchester United. So I want to speak about the starting 11 that I think we will be putting out on Sunday. And this is basically what I'm thinking. David De Gea in goal, of course, as we know. And I do believe it can be Lindelof and Varane once again. They played excellent in our most recent game against Watford. And they basically ensured that Watford was nowhere to be seen. Yes, this is Man City that we are playing, but Lindelof and Varane have been a very good partnership for us, if not the best partnership for us at the club at the current moment. And I think that the two of them will do well against City's defense, considering how we know City's attack likes to move quite a lot into spaces, whether it be in behind a defense or in front of the defense, to allow for quick tiki-taka passing. And basically, Lindelof and Varane is perfect for that because they are both good at reading the game. They are both good at being composed at the back on the ball, and they are both, quite quick enough to deal with the pace that City might potentially throw at us, even though we know full well that they do not have a lot of players that can run in behind. Maybe one or two in Sterling and Jesus, Mahrez to a certain extent. But maybe perhaps Foden as well, but they don't really have players that run in behind. It's not really a tactic that Guardiola uses. He looks to pass you to death and pass through you, to allow to destroy you and also score goals, as we've seen on many occasions with his games. And of course, at left back, I would like to see Alex Telles. Reason being for this is because it's a derby. We're going to need someone with a bit of fight, with a bit of aggression in him. Yes, I know Luke Shaw has that, but he hasn't been performing of late, and he hasn't been showing that urgency to actually perform. And I know, yes, Telles was taken off in the previous game to bring on Shaw, but that was just for a bit of energy, a bit of someone to deliver things into the box. But I do feel I would like to see Alex Telles start at left back, mainly because of his aggression and his quality of delivery into the box. And of course, in my opinion, he perhaps would complement, you know, the opposing opposition player, which is Riyad Mahrez, and he could easily, perhaps, give him some aggression and force Mahrez to think twice about trying to take him on. Whereas I think Shaw would give him too much space to do his tricks and to allow him to deliver into the box or to even shoot. And Shaw is not very good at closing men down when they have the ball at his particular side of the field. So I think Telles would need to play at left back. And at right back, I'm going with Aaron Wan-Bissaka because of his defensive abilities. Basically, we don't need Wan-Bissaka to be pushing forward to try and overlap and to be another attacker for us. I want him to defend first against City because Sterling, Foden, Grealish, them all will come down that wing and they will try and take him on. They will all fail miserably. I think if the low plays, we'd have a bit of a disadvantage in the defensive area. No disrespect to the low, he is quite a good defender, but he's not the Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And he basically will then not be as good in a one-on-one defending situation, because Aaron Wan-Bissaka, as we know, is the best in one-on-one defending in the world, in the top 5 European leagues, as it has been shown by certain stats right across, the Premier League. And of course, as I've said, that is the back four with Telles, Varane, Lindelof, and Wan-Bissaka, and obviously De Gea in goal. In midfield, now here's a bit of a kicker. Now, I was thinking to myself, perhaps we would go with Fred in midfield and McTominay, hopefully should he be back. But in actual fact, I think we should go along the lines with a Matic and Pogba sitting deep. Basically allow Pogba to play from deep. He doesn't need to move into many areas, just play from deep, and try and play that quick passes over the top for our forwards to run onto, because we know City plays a high line, and we know for the fact that we can hit them on the counter attack. Yes, Guardiola will be knowing and expecting that, but you can't prepare for a counter attack if the ball is right, if the ball is accurate, if the ball is right through the eye of the needle or over the top, and the player makes a perfect angled run. You cannot account for that. So I want Pogba and Matic to sit deep, and Matic not to go forward at all. I want him to completely stay in midfield and dictate play, as we know he can do. And of course, Bruno playing in the 10 position in front of the two of them, being free and allowing to move where he can and would need to play those penetrative passes and crosses into the box. On the left-hand side, I basically want to see Elanga starting again, Sancho on the right-hand side. Those are the two players I want to see on either wing, because I feel that they are the players in form. They are the players that would have something to play proof, and also the players that can cause the most damage to City, because both of them are quite good in one-on-one situations and are quite fast and would be able to run in behind. And of course, this is now where it gets tricky for me. Now, should Cavani be back? I would basically start Cavani, but I do believe for the big game, and I think that most likely Ronaldo will be starting up front, because it is a big game. You want to have his say on matters. He would like to score goals once again, and who else better to turn up on the big stage and to win it for Manchester City? The man who's played in many derbies, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's the man to play up front for us. So from the back, as I've said, De Gea, Telles, Varane, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Matic and Pogba, Bruno in the 10, Elanga, Sancho, and Cristiano Ronaldo up front for us, I think would be a team good enough to give City a run for their money and also to win the game for us. We definitely can do that. We have the players, we have the quality to actually win City at the Etihad. We've done it before and we can do it again. It's not impossible. We are Manchester United. In my mind, there is only one Manchester anyway, and that is the red side of Manchester, Manchester United. And I basically have explained the flaws of City. They tend to press quite high, but they leave space in behind to counter. They leave space behind the midfield line to allow the defenders to have one-on-ones. And if we beat those one-on-ones, we're in on goal. And City does not like a team that's all in their faces, that's pressing them, that's closing them down, that's not giving them space, closing down spaces for them to play into. If we can do that well, we definitely and most definitely can upset them, give them a bit of aggression, something they don't like. They don't like a team to tackle them, to go at them, to push them off the ball, to fight them. They hate that. Once that happens to them, their players get a bit angry and they start losing their heads and they play in a hurry and they lose composure. And that is what we need to do. And it's an interesting stat that I want to bring to you, is that since Rangnick has come into the Premier League, Manchester United have created the most chances, more than any other club in the Premier League. Yeah, Rangnick knows what he's doing in an attacking sense. It will pay off for us. If we do what we do, and if we create as many chances as we did against Watford, I know I'm comparing Watford to City, which is kind of dumb, but the point is, if we create as many chances as we did against Watford, we definitely can win the game. We just have to be clinical in our finishing. Thank you guys for joining me on today's preview for our Manchester derby against City at the Etihad on Sunday. Continue following us on Twitter, follow us on TikTok, and of course on Instagram, so that you can get more content with regards to the Stretford end. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and share it to all of your Manchester United supporters, friends and family. Also hit that like button so that you can definitely help the channel to grow and to at least by the middle of the year get 200 subscribers. Thank you for joining me. That is me, Sashin Johnson from the Stretford end. Till we speak again soon. Glory, glory, Man United. We will win on Sunday. That is it. Goodbye.